More things! Hello! How are we doing today? Good evening. It's Wednesday evening. It's a fine, cold Wednesday evening. My hands are fucking freezing. Hello, CL. How's everybody doing tonight? So you might have noticed, I'll get this out right out of the gate. I know I've just been plagued by issues over like the last couple weeks, but I know my schedule said Tainted Grail. When I tried to open my game, it didn't work. I don't know what it is about that game. Like this, it just loves to get corrupted. You're late. We just started. You're fine. It loves to get corrupted out of nowhere, and then you have to verify the patch files, but it's like a 60-70 gigabyte game, and I'm like, I don't have the time for that. So we're doing Bladesong instead, which is a new game that just came out. Shu actually recommended it to me. I played a little bit. I got through the prologue and I really liked it. So I figured it might as well be something cool to play on stream for you guys. It's a sword making game. I get to be a blacksmith. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to be a blacksmith. When you have fire breath, you imagine it'd be great for forging swords, but for some reason, nobody wants to let me do that. Probably on account of how frequently I stab myself in the hands while cooking. But that's besides the point. Today's stream will be a little bit on the shorter side. Like I said yesterday, it is Shu's birthday today. So happy birthday, Shu. Also, Bo is in the YouTube chat cuck chair watching ... Welcome to the cuck chair. Thank God. Finally, for once in my life, I'm not the only one in the cuck chair. Pretty fucked up to be in the cuck chair on your own stream, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. It's unfortunate. But yes, everybody say happy birthday to Shu now. I'm no longer asking. I'm holding the hordlings at gunpoint until you say happy birthday to Shu. We gotta do happy birthday for Shu. I'm too embarrassed to sing the song, but that's okay. Shu's one of my friends and we're gonna be hanging out after stream, which is why this is going to be a short stream, because we're gonna go play toys together. Yeah. It's gonna be very fun. But in the meantime, we're gonna play some Bladesong. I don't know how well this is going to run. I haven't gotten a chance to actually test anything. If you keep talking about cucking, it'll become a real thing. Don't worry about it. Bo said a happy birthday, Shu, on the YouTube chat. Thank you, Bo. I'm sure Shu is very appreciative. The Oni will show up again. Yeah, I wasn't able to capture him last night. I kind of went to bed right after. Left the cuck chair to say happy birthday. That's some real dedication. Stepping away from your cuck throne. Good shit. I wasn't able to catch the Ao Oni last night, which is really unfortunate. But the good thing is the flashbang works now. So if and when Titan shows up tonight, I'll redeem the flashbang for him. Nobody used it before then. I'm very fragile, okay? My bones are made of glass and my skin is made of paper. One flashbang will send me sprawling. All right. I felt really bad last night is why I would... No, don't. It'd be really funny if it still isn't working. Actually, that'd be really funny. Nope, it's definitely working. My bones. Not another one. What's wrong with you people? I'm gonna die and have to end stream even earlier than I was expecting to at this rate. Mop. Quick succession is insane. I would like to also make it known that all three of those flashbangs were redeemed by Why? You're all blowing all your fucking points on this. I didn't do anything. I just felt bad because it didn't work last night and Titan wasted his points. Somebody has to clip that for Titan. He can consider it his retribution. I'll make sure he sees it. You have 15K? They do really stack up when I don't really. You have 33,000. That's because you're sick in the head and you're saving for the sea shanty. Oh my god. You guys are killing me out here. It's not a threat, but do keep that in mind. Listen, if I can get you to blow all of them so I don't have to sing a sea shanty, I would be fine with that too. But okay. Let's get right into the game. I am starting on an already saved game because I didn't actually get very far into it. Apparently, I just only got like through the prologue. So let me go to the corner and then we go over here. You're only at 13k because you keep telling me to hydrate. This is true. This is true. I appreciate it. Somebody's got to keep me hydrated. But also, I will say, I apologize in advance if there are dog noises tonight. I do have my earplugs in, so I'm hoping that it helps me, but I won't be able to tell when it's getting picked up by the mic, so I'm very sorry in advance. Yeah, somebody's gotta make sure that I stay hydrated. Right, so this game is a foraging game slash RPG. So you're a swordsmith, and I'm currently doing some quests. I was staying in some scummy outskirts, and I made it into the city. Right now I'm working on helping a girl that I met in there. Her uncle lives in the city, so we're gonna go get her tonight. And he's also doing me some favors because I want an apprentice, but the apprentice that I wanted is currently, what do they call it when you're, oh, indentured servitude. He's stuck in a life of indentured servitude for a leather worker, which sounds like hell. So I'm being niceys and trying to get him out of the indentured servitude. So that's what's happening in the story. Other than that, I'm just making the wackest fucking swords that I can. He's a slave, yeah. Working to quote unquote pay off debts, which he wanted the leather worker guy wanted 2,000 gold. I managed to haggle him down to 1,000, but even then that's like an excessive amount. Okay. Yes. Right, I just started a day, so we gotta take some stuff. That's more action points than I even have to my name. All right, and you can pick and choose. The ones that you do actually have an effect on... I'm gonna turn my graphics down a little bit. I like to go medium all the way when I'm streaming. Continue. Okay, you can pick and choose. The ones that you do can actually have an effect on the story. Oh, perfect. Thank you, CL. Gang flashbanged is crazy. All right, I'm in need of a fine sword to wear at my hip. I need something small, lightweight, easy for me to maneuver. My husband spends his nights rotting in the tapestry. It's just me and my children home most of the time. I'll probably take that one. I like to be chivalrous and help the ladies. Next week I'm leaving the city. I'll be guarding the lumber camps out on the skirts of the bleak woods. I live to collect my wage. I'll need a good blade by my side. Because then you also have to consider the money that you get and like your resources and stuff like that. Because there's like, it's partially, the resource management is really light. I will say that it's very light, but it does exist. So you have to pay attention to that too. This one's good. This is worth a lot of money because this, you can turn this into other shit. So I'll take that one. And I'll take this one because that's also scrap plus a mystery reward. Ooh, what's that fucking meme? So, guess the mystery object. First clue, it's green. Weed. It's not fucking weed, you piece of shit stoner. Perfect. Okay, let's forge our sword, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. So. It's pretty simple. It took me a little bit to really get the hang of, but it's pretty simple. You just hammer the metal. In different, new and interesting ways. And oh my god, it's making me stutter really bad. Dog wants a crazy long sword. Holy shit. Because you can see at the top here, that's the length that he wants. This black bar. He wants a fucking great sword. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, that's the size of my schlong. Alright. And then he doesn't need anything else. I could give it to him like this if I wanted to. But I'll be nice and I'll make it normal style. We'll make it thin. Just because I'm a good swordsmith. Mine too. And then we'll make it nice and wide. 5 peens? What the fuck's a peen? I feel like I'm getting debated right here. Right, so he wants a narrow point, which means we need to make it long. Is my client Sephiroth? Bo said on YouTube. Making Murmoss off the rip. Absolutely. Alright, we've got our narrow point. She's nice and pointy. I'll be nice and I'll give it a cross section. What the I want to say, what is a peen? I feel a little silly that I don't actually know. Ooh, baby, this is a real thin sword. This thing is gonna be flimsy as shit. It's so flimsy. Ball peen hammer. Well, I know about ball peen hammers because it's funny. This is a flimsy as fuck sword. We need to increase the thickness. We'll do it like that so it's still like a little bit sharp. Look at that. All right. I mean, we could make it like really fancy. A fuller. Oh, wow. Look at that. I haven't used this yet. Ball peen hammer. Guessing it means how big the circle is on the hammer. Yeah, they measure it by circumference of the peen. Oh, yo, wait. I want to make it, I can't make it longer. This is so sad. Well, that's okay. It's a mushroom tang end of the sword. What the hell? How am I supposed to have 5 ends on a sword? I guess we'll find out. All right, this sword is so fucked. I can scale sword parts. Pick up any sword, the whole W has to scale apart. Well, I've been doing that. I know how to scale a sword part. Penis mushrooms? Y'all are nasty. God, okay, hang on. We need to lower the settings a bit more. I could also probably stand to close some things. I mean, I don't care about all that. I love how much my computer doesn't work. I think it's really cool. Also, probably if I stop recording my VOD, that'll help. Did that help? I can't tell. How many internet tabs? I closed literally all of them. The hardest part of being a blacksmith is not making a dick joke all shift. This is true. This is a factual statement. I am struggling with it currently, if you can't tell. Okay, I do need to turn the... turn it all down. I want no graphics. 0 graphics, please. All right. Heavy hand. We need wood. One-handed. 5 peens. Where are my peens at? Peens. Whoa. 5 of them is crazy. Okay. Let's give him Quilliam block. Whoa. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it smaller. Guess the peeps are just dense you put in. Oh, you're so right. You guys are so smart. Holy shit. Literally would never have thought of that. All right, let's put that on. Now we just need to add our 5 Gorbillion peens. We're gonna make it so spiky. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Let's see. Let's give it a proper guard. Ah, that doesn't look very good though. What about this one? No. What about this one? Nah, I think this one just not gonna have a guard. That's crazy, dog. I'm not taking them, I'm giving them out, okay? We'll make it... I feel like that's too fancy. This is... The hardest part is making it look good. And I love making them look like shit 'cause it's funny. Not enough resources. Oh, I have so little steel. Oh, that's bad, actually. When did I run out of steel? Keep that, it's funny. I need to watch my steel resources. I didn't know I was so low. Here. I guess it doesn't really matter where you put them. We'll just give him some cool spikes. Oh, that's a butt plug. Okay. There it is. Look at that, look at that. Spiky ass sword. Look at that, it's perfect. Looks like a mustache. It kind of does. Yeah, you're right, actually. Oh, I think it's a little off center. There, we'll do it like this, a little bit more sensible. Perfect, look at that. Holy shit. She's beautiful in an ugly kind of way. Let's change the handle. Ooh. Yeah, that one looks good. That one looks good. And let's make it fine wood. Yeah, look at that. A functional sword. It's a pommel. Sword stash. All right. It's good enough. Plump man smiles like a contented seal as he draws the sword part way. Fine blade indeed. Perhaps I shall recommend your services to my friends. Of course, sir. It certainly is not very ugly. I really need more steel. Very quickly. I only have 17 steel left. We gotta go to the scabies, man. Oh, the ironmonger though. How much does she sell it for? Survey her wares. Oh, it's the same price. Okay. I'll just buy like a bunch. God, so much money though. It costs so much money though. But I need steel. Goodbye. Okay. Then we got... Where'd my other one go? Oh, here we go. I already accepted it. I forgot that the check mark means accepted and not done. All right, we're forging a sword for a nice lady. This one needs to be real stiff. One-handed, have to have some leather. Regular point. Okay, no problem, my lady. I got it. Scabies got... He won't remember it. Dude's crazy. I'm sure we'll meet him at some point. He's got a leprosy, I think is what it actually was. Perfect. Perfect length. She's beautiful. This one's not nearly as long. I wonder what like the max length sword looks like. How much steel that would take. We'll give her a nice mobile sword. Nice mobile sword. 3.5. This sword's stiff as fuck. Alright, we need a regular point. Perfect, perfect. See, this is the most sword-looking sword I've made yet. She's... Wow, it's shockingly mobile. Holy shit. Alright. Give it a point. Give it a cross section. Ooh, baby, look at that. This is a thick fucking sword. Holy mother of Lord God. Make it a little bit less thick. Cause that looks like almost comical. Imagine having like an ovular sword. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it looks okay. This one, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. That's the thing, right? I don't gotta go all out, and going all out tends to make it more expensive. Nice stream title. Did I fuck it up? Did I fuck up the stream title? Oh no. It should be. Why is the dog barking? Oh my god, dog. It's still yesterday's? Why? I fixed it. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I think that's like a weird restream thing. It shouldn't be. Yeah. It's a restream thing. I don't know why. Here. I wanna be a blacksmith. Bladesong. So that's what it should be. I wanna be a blacksmith. The game is right, so I don't know what the issue is. Restream is fucking weird. Like, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. But that's fine. It's good on the YouTube stream? Yeah, I hope so, because I had to manually change it. Your stream's a bitch. You gotta remember to change both YouTube and Twitch before you go live every time, or it just chads you. See, here's the thing though. I did fix it on both, and then it changed it again. I'm not sure why. Like, I tried to like schedule it. I know that it doesn't like... I technically don't have to schedule it ahead of time, but I like to. I guess it doesn't really matter. If it just causes more problems, I'm not gonna bother scheduling it through Restream for YouTube. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't need anything. We just need to add some stuff now. Let's see. She doesn't want anything really fancy. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And... now that's a thick handle. God damn. Chads you. Why is it making it smaller? What the fuck? Why is the dog barking? She stopped, and then literally the second I unmuted, she starts again. I gotta move out of here, man. I can't take it. The whole building is full of dogs, so when one starts barking, they all start fucking barking. Yeah. Squeaky toy is a good word for it. Yeah, dogs know. They know. Let's get a more petite. I guess we'll oh my god. There you go. Okay. And walnut brown. Look at that. Now we just need a pommel. Perfect. It's the perfect sword. You love to see it. Unmet requirements where? What? 1.7 for real? Perfect. There we go. Holy shit. This is a beefy boy of a sword. This does not look one-handed to me, but maybe my sense of scale is kind of messed up. All right. Beautiful. Look at my sword. All right, we have no more energy left. No more action points. It's time to go save a damsel in distress. Oh baby, I made buku profit today. 699 coin. God damn, I could pay to get this guy out of indentured servitude without the other guy's help. Yes, Lucas wants me to accompany him to the camp. This takes priority for me. All right, Citadel Square, the beating heart of Aaron Keep. Meet with Lucas at the fallen door. Well, I'm gonna get some food first. Yeah, meet with Lucas. Lucas sits outside the fallen doe, deep in conversation with richly dressed men in silk brocade. Is that how you say it? Brocade. I've not said that word out loud. When he sees you approach, he waves them away. Ah, there you are. Thank you again for bringing word of my niece. Are you ready to head to the camp and talk to Chev? That's a pretty nifty blade, said Sheriff Jenkinson YouTube chat. I agree. I am ready. Lucas has to shoot his usual finery for simple peasant clothes. You still look too clean. Perhaps I can smear some mud on my face once we're past the outer gate. He stands from his table, knocking back the last of his drink and gestures for you to follow. Alright, we follow. We're at the camp now. This is where I started. My humble origins. My humble beginnings. Outside the walls of Aaron Keep, the desperate souls gather in makeshift tents pleading for entry. Now that you've gained residency in the city, visiting this place brings back an onslaught of painful memories. Lucas steps delicately through the churned mud and puddled sewage, staring about in pure horror. The applicants gaze resentfully back, their eyes hollow and skull-like faces. He may be dressed shabbily, but he's clearly an outsider. He has meat on his bones. I had no idea it was like this. Oh, baby. Any one of these people would skin you alive for life as the lowest beggar in Aaron Keep. I'm not that mean. Now you know. Yes, I suppose I do. The man falls silent. You pick your way between the ragged tents until you finally reach Shavenna. She's crouched outside her tent, gnawing at a chicken bone. She loves chicken bones. My god, every time I run into her, she's gnawing on a chicken bone. Get her attention. She glances up, then her mouth turns into a perfect O of shock when she sees Lucas. She rushes to him, enveloping him in a fierce hug. Chev, I can't believe it. You really are here. Uncle, you came. By the burning dead, your skin and bone, girl. Here, take this. Lucas has brought as much food as he could spare from his weekly rations. A loaf of dark bread, 3 withered apples, and a chunk of salted meat wrapped in cloth. Chev attacks it with gusto, tearing into the bread like a ravenous wolf. Oh yeah, hide that food. You'll attract attention. Chev nods, drawing you and Lucas into the privacy of her tent. You aren't lying. She's actually here. I can't believe my little niece traveled all this way and survived so many hardships. Thank you for letting me know where to find her. You're welcome, Lucas. I don't know how I can thank you enough, Smith. I'll be forever grateful. Here, Uncle, sit down. We have so much to talk about. I'll sit with them. You sit with Chev and Lucas for a long time as the two of them catch up. They avoid discussing the stories of their survival since the Sundering. Chev's harrowing journey across the wasteland, Lucas's comfortable rise within Aaron Keep society. Instead, they stick to old family anecdotes, comforting and bittersweet. And you were so excited from the puppet show you were sick right down my back. Your father laughed until he cried. Chev is laughing and crying too, wiping away tears as she relives the memory. Those were better days. I miss the world we used to have. Aye, lass, so does everyone. I wish we could chat all day, but you're going to need to head back soon before it gets dark. Our next step, Shavenna, is to get you safely to Aaron Keep. Every day you're out here carries a risk. I can't take 2 apprentices. How do you propose we do that? When I'm back in Aaron Keep, I'll call in all the favors I can. I know the Marshal has been clamping down hard on permits recently, but perhaps I can pull off a miracle. Hello, Titan. The baby has been put away for today, but honestly, this might be a game that the baby is required. Any new game, I guess. So, hello, how are you? Talked about this, making medieval weaponry won't convince my characters from Arthurian legend to bury your children. It might, okay? If I can make a sword worthy of King Arthur, he'll definitely want to marry me, okay? And besides, my Tainted Grail broke, which is why I'm playing this tonight in the first place. I was going to play Tainted Grail, but the file's fucking corrupted. So I would need to like either repair the files or reinstall the game, and it's like 60, 70 gigabytes, some shit like that. So I'm like, okay, I don't have time for this. But yes, how are you guys doing? Good to see you here. Is there anything I can do to help? Chev, is there anything you need? Actually, yes. While my uncle's busy calling in favors, could you make me a sword? Something lightweight, small but sharp. The file was tainted. See, that's a way better joke than I could have ever come up with. Got an impossible challenge to surpass Excalibur. I'll just study Excalibur until I can make a sword as cool as Excalibur. It can't be that hard. Come on. She shivers, her eyes scanning the dark shapes of the tents around her. I can't pay you, but I'd appreciate it. Starting to worry the rusty bread knife under my pillow isn't enough. Has anything happened? Nothing to me, not yet. But the nights are growing longer and people are getting desperate. And to be honest, by coming out and seeing me like this, you've made me into a target. There'll be jealous whispers. People will wonder if you've brought me food and if they can take it without a fight. No problem, Chev. I'll make you a sword. Deploying flashbang. Why? I got flashbanged 4 times in a row before you got here. I even had them clip it so you could watch it like a little sadist freak. A voyeuristic sadist freak. Yeah, that's what I figured. He's back. The legend returns. I'll pay you for your time, Smith. I insist on it. I also wouldn't object if you brought me some food, Smith. Just once in a while. Food and pleasant company are both in scarce supply out here. It's getting dark. We have to go. Stay safe, Shavenna. Chev smiles often, but her smiles are always tinged by bitterness or sorrow. Now she smiles genuinely, and it's like the sun bursting through the clouds. Aw, I love Chev. I will, Uncle. Thanks for everything. The two embrace somewhat awkwardly, and then you accompany Lucas as he makes his way back to the city. The hollow stares of the other applicants follow you all the way to the outer gate. A new day has dawned. Yeah, baby. Alright, what do we got today? Where's my sword that I can make for Chef? Would it be this one? Yeah, there he is. It is Lucas. Of course we have to take a commission for Lucas. Besides, I can take another one today. 2 more days until the moon falls. Oh god. Dawn of the second day. Lucas strolls into your workshop, glancing around with curious eyes and a broad smile. He walks over to your rack of tools and weighs a hammer in his hand. By the dead, this thing is heavy. Or maybe it's just been too long since I last lifted anything heavier than an ale mug. You should spend a day working a forge, see how your muscles feel after that. Tempting offer, but I think that work is best left to the professionals. I'm sure you know why I'm here. I need a blade for my Shavenna, something to keep her safe in that horrendous camp. Short, sharp, concealable. It's no good to her if someone steals it. Can you start right away? No problem, brother. Listen, for some context, Lucas his job is being unemployed. He's so like charismatic and knows so much dirt on so many people that he doesn't even bother working anymore. Like, I learned that when I met him for the first time. He told me his whole grisly backstory. He was a merchant and he worked really hard at being a merchant for a few years, and then realized that information sells better than anything else, so he just kind of quit working and just hangs out in the alehouse and gets gossip on people. Hell of a way to make some cash, not gonna lie. All right, what else can we get today? We have 5 points. Well, I need to see what I have in scrap. So what dirt does he have on me? None. I'm a newcomer and I'm very nice and helpful to him. There's no dirt on me, okay? I'm just a humble smithy. 20! Holy shit, that's good. All right. We got 4 points. We can either take this one or one of the other ones. Oh, I don't even have the book for this. Oh, the pay isn't very good either. Yeah, don't make that face at me. Don't use my own face against me. 164. This guy's crazy. I'm not making a sword for him. He's gonna kill somebody. Oh, that's so much scrap. Okay, hang on. What's the last one? Oh, mystery reward is back. Mystery object. The color is green. I'll be guarding the lumber camps out in the skirts of bleak woods. Good pay if you survive. Yeah, I think I'll take this one, and then I'll do some more scrap here. Yeah, we'll do that. More steel, yeah, baby. And silver, nice, nice. Okay. All right, let's make our sword for Shavenna first. Oh, she wants it really short. This might be the most chodiest sword I've made thus far. Perfect. Oh, it's so little. It's practically a dagger. All right. Watching stream mode. I got Taco Bell tonight too, and I got the cinnamon twists. Yo, shaking hands. They don't do the cheesesteak burrito thing anymore. I mean, they do, but it's not part of like a combo. You have to get like their fucking discovery box to get it, which is like $3 more expensive than the combo is. So I'm like, what the fuck? I still got it, but I was kind of pissed off. But I did get the cinnamon twist with it, so it was okay. All right, change width. Let's make it thin. Let's make it a dagger for shanking. Because we need it to be quick and we need it to be mobile. All right, narrow point. Oh, a baby. She's getting a real shiv. Okay, cross section. We'll make it nice and sharp too. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Wide and thin blade. Make it a little bit thinner. Yeah, look at that. 2 sharpness. She's gonna have the sharpest fucking shanking tool in the entire camp. This is for my girl. I love Chev. Alright, I don't think she needs it to be... But we can make it nice and fancy for her. How does this look? Ooh, it's gonna be fancy. I like the line. I like the line a lot. Adds a nice aesthetic touch. What I hate is when they got meals or whatever that you can only get from the app. What the fuck? There's certain boxes you have to use the app to get. I'm already here. That shit is so scummy because like those apps are literally just data harvesting apps. That's all they are. So it's like, oh, I need to sell my soul to Taco Bell to get like a specific fucking burrito. What the fuck? It's so fucked. All right. Let's give her... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Chev, you're getting my... Listen, my Taco Bell, the Taco Bell in my area is so mismanaged that I get like the free taco coupons all the time. I don't need the app for that. Literally every time I go, I have to sit there for like 15 minutes and they give me like a coupon or two. It's all part of my master plan. Let's make it smaller. See, but then that's too small. It has to line up perfectly. Free the taco. Let me out of Taco Bell jail. Hope you enjoyed the raid last night. Still, yeah, no, you lost the pee-pee duel. Mine was 2 inches and Titan's was 1 inch. And I did screenshot that, and I am saving it for later blackmail. Oh, Chev, baby, you're getting a nice sword. Nice little shankarino. Still have the cheesy beef burrito? Yes, they do. I think that's the one. I'm not actually sure. I might be thinking of something else. So I usually only get like a crunch wrap or like the grilled cheese burrito. What? That's still not enough? There's nothing else I can put on it. I guess maybe we need to do a real hilt. This is so sad. I was really looking forward to using some of my wacky new hilts. Why is that still not enough? Oh my god. It wants me to make a traditional sword. I'm out here trying to make her a nice sword. And they said, no. Absolutely not. Get clowned on. Jesus Christ, that's huge. That's too big. There you go. That'll have to do. Oh, it's 1.9. Okay. We gotta make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Big ass mustache looking hill. Yeah. The really curly one that's like so comically large. All right, Chev. This is for you. The Chevner. That's what I'll name it. The Chevner. This game just came out, so I don't think there's any mods yet, but I'm sure somebody will add that in. Once the blade is done, you send a messenger to fetch Lucas. He arrives at your forge within the hour. I see it, Smith. I hope it's a blade worthy of my niece. He holds it up in the light, rubbing his chin thoughtfully, twisting it this way and that. Then he smiles ruefully. To tell the truth, Smith, I know nothing about blades. Nothing at all. But this one looks fine to me. I'll arrange your payment. Every penny well earned. Are you going to take this to Chef? Ah, no, I'm afraid not. That's your job. I'd do it, but I'm still busy trying to call in favors on her behalf, and to tell the truth, the camp discomforts me. Yo, he's classist. He hates poor people, and it's not because they want to kill him. Give her my love. Hopefully some cold steel will keep her safe from the camp's dangers while we arrange her rescue. No problem. I'll take it to her, champ. All right. We got one more. Solid-looking young man enters your forge, his face set with determination. Give him a sword out of plastic. The best sword ever. It never breaks. Except for when it does. That's the secret. If I'm to live to collect my wages, I'll need a good blade by my side. All right. We get another long sword. No more shivs and shanks and daggers for me. We're going back to the old-fashioned. I'm hammering the fuck out of my metal rod. My hard metal rod. Every time I hammer it, it gets a little bit longer. Yeah. Another almost like fucking Sephiroth length sword. Oh, we gotta do balance. Balance is genuinely the hardest thing. Important property. Control it by altering the weight of the hilt and blade. Right, so I'm gonna put the hilt on now. Let's do... I really like that one, but I feel like I need to switch it up. Do like that. If I were to estimate, what is the percentage of the stream that's innuendo? At least 25, but I feel like that's being generous in the nice way. It's probably more like 75. All right. Change thickness. It does need a sharpness thing, so we have to make it thin and wide. Not very, but enough. Weight and hilt. We gotta make it lighter. Did my shit break again? Am I still here? Restream stresses me out a little bit. There you go. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think it's just Restream chat being a little bitch. All right, we need a narrow point. I'm good? Okay, I'm good. It's just not showing me the chat on Restream now, which is really cool. That's great. I love that. Definitely is not really annoying that I can't see the shared chat now, so now I can't see YouTube chat. I'll try reloading the dock, I guess. Chat. Did that work? Yeah, there it is. Okay. We love scuff. We love scuff. I love that nothing ever works. Nothing good ever happens. Oh, I think that's maybe a little bit too thin. Taper thickness. God damn, she's thin as fuck. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not what I wanted. We wanted to change width. All right, we went cross section. Pimp slap restream. I might have to at this rate. Get some metal on those bones. So true. Okay, we did it. We did it. All requirements are met. I just need to put a thing on it now. Oops. There we go. Okay. And then we just need a pommel. Perfect. It's the perfect blade. Making a massive toothpick. Yeah, this thing is you could give somebody an injection with that. My god. Lisa's game is repairing room. She decides to play Kingdom Coming in. I don't know if I will, honestly. I don't know what it is about that game. It just didn't grip me. Like, I've tried to play it a couple times, just like could not get into it. The thing is, though, I've talked about this before. An artist that I really like draws a lot of Kingdom Come stuff, and I really like it. I'm like, wow, this is great. I should play the game. But then I try to play the game. I'm like, I'm so bored. Yes, this will serve. I'm headed out the lumber camps tomorrow. Wish me luck, Smith. No problem, champ. You got a very, very pointy sword. Alright, that's all we got for today. Let's go give our sword to Chev. The Chevner. Holy profit, I'm a rich man. Alright, here we go, here we go. Chev, don't even worry, I got you. Outside the walls of Aaron Keep, desperate souls gather in makeshift tents, pleading for entry. Now that you've gained residency in the city, visiting this place brings back an onslaught of painful memories. Seek out Chev. She's sitting outside her tent, pale and gaunt as ever. As you approach, she— No, she's sick! Spotting your hesitation, she smiles sadly. I know what you're thinking. Has she got the malady that's spreading around camp? Truth is, I don't know, but I surely don't feel right. You better stand upwind, just in case. Have you made me a sword yet? There's whispers in the camp about folk going missing at night. I feel better with a blade at my side. Offer her some food. You brought some bread and cheese. Not much, after all. Rationing is still enforced within city limits, but still a feast by the camp standards. When you offer it to her, Chev falls upon it with savage determination. Only after it's gone, she's picking individual crumbs from her clothes does she speak. Sorry if my table manners offend. You know what it's like out here. Here's your sword. Smiling, she attempts a few experimental jabs in the air. Now, if anyone comes after me in the night, I can give them something to think about. By the way, has Lucas found a way to get me into the city? I'm not sure. Well, maybe see if he's had any progress. It's torture being stuck out here, not knowing if the end is in sight. How's life in camp? Oh, as you'd expect. Wretched and hungry. Tell her about life in Aaron Keep. I'm inspired! She listens to your tales with mingled wistfulness and envy, drinking in your every word. Seeing her reaction reminds you how lucky you are to have found a place in the city. Bid goodbye. You can wonder the camp. Some hideous illness is rippling through the camp. The moans of the dying mingle with the sobs of the bereaved. Fly-blown corpses lie beside overstuffed graves. Nah, that's fucking gnarly. You wonder, does the masked king's barrier keep out disease? Since the sundering, the world has been racked by innumerable plagues, but you haven't heard of any striking Aaron's Keep. There's a dog! It's Clodo! As you walk towards Sandrik's tent, you spot Clodo limping through the mud. Okay, so very early in the game, I made friends with a family that's like a demented grandmother, a wife, a husband, and their son and their dog. But I failed a check. I don't know if they always die. It might be just I managed to fail like multiple checks in a row. But they died when a creature came from the sky and started killing people. But I couldn't find the dog when I went looking for the dog. The dog's alive! He looks at you with doleful eyes and hobbles away. No! Follow the dog. The dog leads you over turned mud, through ragged tents, past hordes of coughing near skeletons whose eyes follow you with blazing jealousy. At last, Clodo stops outside Sandrik's tent. He barks once softly and pads inside. That's what I want to do. Sandrik Maunder, last son of the Maunder clan, is lying on his bedroll. Oh, Oh, their son survived. The boy looks like nothing more than rags draped over bones. He's not breathing. Oh, he didn't survive. Clodo pads over and gently nudges his fallen master. Sandrik's body shifts slightly, then settles back in place. A few flies lift and start circling the tent. Comfort the dog. You stroke Clodo's flea-ridden flank, tracing your fingers over his jutting ribs. The dog leans into you, breathing heavily. You don't know what got him first, starvation or disease. Most likely a combination of the two. Sandrik Monder is dead, far too young. Clodo raises his head in a mournful howl. Yeah, we'll bury him. You dig one more grave besides the others. Sandrik is so light in your arms, he's hardly there at all. You lower him gently into the muddy hole you've dug. Clodo stands at the graveside, oddly silent and solemn. Oh man. Whisper in the old, useless words. You pray to the voices, asking them to look after the boy's soul as he joins their eternal chorus. Pointless. The voices no longer speak and the songs are silent. Your shovel bites dirt. Spadefuls of earth shower the grave, covering Sandrik's pale face. Refilling the grave takes what energy you had left. You'll need to head home before you collapse where you stand. As you turn to leave, you see Clodo still stood over his young master's grave. Oh, I have a 50... you can't see it. I have a 50% shot of taking the dog home with me. Oh, baby. Encourage Clodo to follow you home. You feed him a strip of dried meat and pet his flank, but Clodo is fixed in place, eyes downcast. The sun sinks low in the sky. No! No amount of pulling or calling will stir him. The dog won't abandon his dead master no matter what. Finally, you're forced to give up. No! Why? I want the dog. Man, what the hell? You wake up with a groan, every movement sluggish. The night has left you the bone-deep, biting exhaustion. I lost 2 points. Reload the save. I don't know when I last saved. Let me see. The save scum to get the dog. Oh yeah, it hasn't saved for a little bit, I think. Yeah, it saved at the forge last. It's 18 minutes of playtime. This is so sad. Yeah, just like Hachiko. I'm actually so sad. I want the dog. Let me go back for the dog. All right. Let's see. I only have 6 points today. A lot of these are good, but I'm kind of interested in the reputation mechanic. I haven't gotten to use it very much yet. Restart the game. I probably will do multiple playthroughs. This game genuinely is like really interesting story-wise. So I do see myself doing multiple playthroughs. I mean, these guys are kind of a gang though, right? But having the protection of a gang is probably good for me. I'd imagine anyways. Yeah, it will help the gang. Fuck it. Besides, she's giving me so much scrap. All right. Make it long. Another really long one. Start over 1 hour of gameplay, restart 18 minutes of gameplay. Listen, the 18 minutes, that's a lot because I'm on limited time tonight, remember? We got no time to spare, and maybe I can go back and try to get the dog another time. That's my copium. Is that the dog isn't going to immediately die. All right. Dinner arrived. Did you get seafood? I know you mentioned that. That's a really thin sword. Speed is affected by... Light has little mass near the point. So let's make our cross section first. Yeah, it's Shu's birthday, Titan. You gotta wish Shu happy birthday. Let's get the point. There we go, narrow point. So you could see its ribs, the dog doesn't have long. And I have other stuff to do, so it's not like I could just go right back to the camp tonight. I have to go bail my apprentice out. My apprentice to be, and then I have to talk to Lucas, and then I can go back to the camp. But you can only go like one place each day, which is so fucked. I have so many quests to do. Okay. Now let's taper width. And let's taper thickness. Man. A longer handle. Oh, and it's two-handed. Yes. This actually has a lot of speed, the handle length. So... See, look at that. It adds so much. All right. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. Cool as fuck. What do you... My bowl. I don't really think there's a good way to... Oh, I mean... Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Uses a lot of steel though. April Fool's, I want a mod that's titled Lore Accurate Weapons and You Forge Guns. I agree. I think the devs need to get on this stat. Oh, see, now that looks cool. All right. Now we just need... What do the connectors do? Oh, that's what a connector does. Okay. You just need a pommel. We need one that's like light and fanciful to match the rest of the sword. Like that. Yeah, see? We're serving cunt. This is a hell of a sword. All right. She tests the blade's edge with her teeth, gnawing at the metal. Tastes nice and sharp. Should punch through leather and bone alike. Back to the ruins then. The dead won't rob themselves. I think I might be getting affiliated with a questionable group of individuals. She strides from your workshop with an explosion of wheezing laughter. Hit steel with a hammer? Nah, it's gotta go through like faithfully recreating a musket from the 1700s, like piece by piece. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my Pepsi. I'm having my thing, my drink of soda for the month. Oh man, okay. Sword part bending. Now we can make some real curved shit. That's how you get GTA Medieval Edition. So true. All right, perfect. Oh, XP and diplomacy. Damn, and I had a diplomacy boost for that 50% apparently. Jeez, this is so fucked up. All right, so I have 2 points. I can either do some scrap or... Nah, I'm just gonna do some scrap. What do I need? I need steel. Only gave me 8. Ah, only 20 total? This is so fucked up. All right, let's go get my apprentice. It is a quest. Chlodo's out here. Chlodo's out here alone mourning his master. I gotta check on my apprentice first, but I'm worried that the dog is time sensitive. My apprentice is not. My apprentice can wait. The dog is time sensitive. And I still have a diplomacy boost today. Oh, you're so right. Can I save? Yeah, you're so smart, CL. All right. We can save scum getting the dog. Save scumming dog rescuing. All right. He looks, yeah, it's definitely time sensitive. He looks thinner. Oh, I didn't mean to do a check! You stretch out your hand and Clodo licks it solemnly. He looks up at you with big brown eyes and you can see the trust there. He trots at your heels as you make your way back to the forge. For the first time since his master died, his tail starts to wag. Yay, guys, we got the dog! Oh, look at him! Clodo's life in the camp has left him covered in filth and fleas, his ribs jutting through his fur, spots of mange on his flanks, but he pants and whips his tails with enthusiasm as you approach. Let's give him a bath. Clodo isn't familiar with the concept of baths. He's just like me for real. Once you've scrubbed him with soap and upended the first bucket over his head, he discovers that he doesn't like it. Okay, I thought he ran away. You chase him around the workshop for an hour before the last of the suds have been rinsed off. Afterwards, though, Clodo looks like a new dog. His fur is glossy and shining, and the flea infestation has been mostly combed out. Glares at you resentfully for the rest of the day. You pulled out a strip of dried meat, which Clodo wolfs down eagerly. After a life in the wasteland, he's not known to waste time savoring his meals. And we'll pet him, of course. Clodo leans heavily into you, growling with deep doggy contentment as you stroke his flank. Clodo pads back to his basket and curls up for a snooze. You've never met a dog that could sleep for so long and so deeply. We got the dog! Yippee! That was really scary. I was so worried that that was gonna be like, you know, one and done. You only got one shot. All right. Oh, we have so few options today. This one doesn't even give any money. But it does give a book. And a mystery reward. A duplicate, why? My father carried this sword when he fought for the golden hearsay in the Discordant War. His heroism was so great, the voices themselves sang to him. He forged his blade after they took him deep into the reverie. Last night, 3 masked men burst into our house and demanded we give it to them. Ooh, excuse me, I had to look up. They knew exactly what they were looking for. Luckily, we kept it well hidden, but they threatened all sorts of reprisals if we didn't hand it over by the week's end. If I can give them a duplicate, perhaps they'll leave us alone. Oh, man. Yes, drink some water. Thank you, thank you. I take a sip. What did your father think of this? He won't give it up. Says he'll fight them, but he can barely lift it anymore. The voices went silent. A part of him died, too. Who are these masked people? I don't know. They knew his name, knew about the sword, knew exactly which campaigns he fought in. They said they'd return at week's end, and if we didn't have the sword ready to give them, they'd make us wish for death. Your father was a hero in the Discordant War? Well, a hero to the Golden Hearsay. If he fought for the Covenant, he was a demon. He held the bridge at Maiden's Crossing for 3 days, just him and his regiment against an army twice their size. Now he can't even hold a spoon steady. Time's a bastard. What do you need from me? Make me a copy, close enough to fool them in the moment. I'll leave you the original to study. Please, Smith. The Discordant War was only 12 years ago, but to most people it feels like ancient history after all the horrors of the Sundering. They couldn't care less if my father slew a saint or held a bridge. He was a hero, but now he's a forgotten old man without 2 coins to rub together. But I remember. He deserves some dignity in his final days. He deserves to die with his pride intact. God, I don't get any money for this, but I'm kind of rich, and this is tugging at my heartstrings a little bit. Alright, no problem, champ. Gotta make it just the right length. Ooh, perfect. Okay. Got good impact. Now we just need to make it nice and sharp. Alright, width. Okay, good point. It's got a narrow point, so we can do it like that. They call me the Smith on account of the smithing. Amongst other things. And wouldn't you like to know what those other things are? Spine width, edge thickness? Why does that make it convexity? it makes it smooth. I want it to be... Okay. Let's make it thicker. I guess wider is what I'm doing. And a little bit thinner maybe? Perfect, perfect, okay. Wow, this is like a great sword, holy shit. Yo, my fucking thick ass, dummy, thick sword. It actually looks kind of cool. All right, perfect, perfect, okay. Oh no, my narrow point went away. There we go, okay. Now, let's see, one-handed. All right, no problem. Oh, how fun. What about, where's the connectors? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. What am I looking for? Certainly not peens. About this one. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. The giant mustache. Wait, I forgot I can curve them now. This is huge. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is huge. And I think I... What did you spill? Did you spill soda on your desk again? I swear to God. Curved swords. Ooh, fuck yeah. That looks really cool. All right. Wow. A monster? Oh my God. A whole monster spilled all over your desk? That's crazy. You guys really want the mustache one? Whoa! Wait. That actually looks kind of sick. How do I make it longer now? Gotta go head out early for family night. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming by, Titan. Always appreciated. This one's kind of tough. Oh, that one's perfect. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Usually better at catching it. You're all going to hell. Wait. This one's looking kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, all right. I feel like that's too much. What about this one? There you go. That's like perfect. And then it just needs a leather hilt. Hey. How do I turn off the curving? A shift constrain. Ah, you can turn off the curving by using shift. How nice. There we go. See, now we're making some real funky swords. Let's get some leather on there. Perfect. We've done it. It just becomes curved. It just becomes curved out of nowhere. All right. What do we name it? Because this is supposed to be like a fancy family sword, right? What do we name it? The bridge holder. We're going with the lore. The bridge holder. Fineke runs his fingers along the replica's blade. It's perfect. The twin of my father's old blade. He wraps it carefully in the same leather that held the original. They'll never know. Father will keep his sword and leave with this. The Beefy boy. That's way better. I should have gone with that. Beefy boy. Okay, okay. Fancy family sword for the fancy family. That also works. That also works. He did say that they're very poor though. They'll never know. Father will keep his sword and leave with this. What will you tell your father? That they changed their minds. That they heard his name and remembered who he was. That even old lions have teeth. He'll believe it. A lie like that is too comforting to disbelieve. Will they really be fooled? I don't know. I don't even know who they are or why they want his sword, but it's worth a shot. Father sounds like a good man. For the first time, the boy almost smiles. He was. The war took that man and left us with a shadow, but sometimes when he holds that sword, I see him again. Thank you for letting him keep that. The boy tucks the wrapped sword under his arm and slips out. Through your window, you watch him run towards home as shadows lengthen in the street. We made a sick as fuck sword, I will say. And we got a book out of it. Alright, let's go get our new apprentice. I made no money. Alright. The tannery. Everything smells like shit and piss and dead animals. Seek out the tannery's owner. Pradesh is leaning back at his desk, feet up, a cloth napkin placed carefully over his eyes as he snoozes. When you enter, he sighs and lifts one of the napkin's corners. You again. What do you want? Has Lucas spoken to you about Caswin's debts? He scowls as though hoping you'd forget to mention Lucas at all. He came by this morning. I don't know why he's calling in that favor for this of all things. What's the history between you and Lucas? Just curious if you have someone in mind for a raid. I think tonight Aleki is streaming, so usually I like to raid out to her, but if you have a suggestion, I'd be more than happy to write it down for future user, you know, if like she's not streaming tonight. Feel free to let me know, because I do like to keep track of people that want to recommend folks to raid out to. My daughter was never like me. She was so shy, so sad, but so clever. She with nothing more... my lisp. She wished nothing more than to study at St. Marigor's College up on Orson Hill. It was all she cared about, but they had no time for a tanner's child. And my sway in the league meant nothing to them. They dismissed me as an ignorant oaf and her as a stuttering waif. I turned to Lucas for help and he met with the magister. Never told me what was said, but my daughter was accepted the next day. Now she's actually happy. One woman corpo. Okay, I'll write that down. Thank you, Zach. It's always good to keep people in mind to read out to. So are you willing to release Caswin? No, it's asking too much, even for Lucas. He pulls a ledger from a drawer, makes a show flipping through it, running a finger down columns of figures. Caswin's debt is substantial, 10 more years of labor at minimum. And the man's already been treated with the unusual leniency. If I freed him without payment, I'd be a laughingstock. However, out of respect for Boreona, I could. He grimaces his own physical agony. Reduce the settlement. Instead of the full 1,000... Whoa! That's so cheap! I knocked like 1,700 coin off of this deal. Buy his freedom. I can afford that right now. The tanner's eyes follow your hands as you count out $300 onto his desk. Each clink eases the tension in his fleshy face. Let it never be said I'm not a man of my word. Cassim's indenture is terminated, effective immediately. Please give my regards to Lucas when you next see him. Tell him we're even. You are shown out of his office. Find Caswin. Caswin doesn't notice you approach at first. He's focused entirely on scraping a hide stretched across a wooden flame, his broad shoulders hunched in concentration. The muscles in his forearms flex with each practiced stroke of his curved knife. As you approach, he sets down his tool and wipes his oh my god, I cannot read. His stained hands on his apron. Well met, Smith. Sorry about the smell. Is there anything you need? I've paid off your debts. You're free. Casman stares at you uncomprehending. He glances toward the office building, then back to you. There must be some mistake. My indenture has 10 more years. Around you, other workers have paused their tasks, watching the exchange with guarded interest. You're serious, aren't you? How much did you pay? Don't worry about that. Focus on your freedom. Thank you, Smith, really. This means I have my life back. It's what's that fucking like meme about you know, somebody getting held hostage and being like, how much did you pay to get me back? He's like, $5. I'm only worth $5. I don't know, I can never repay you. I still want to offer him a place in my forge, but I do want him to be free too. I'm not gonna make him work for me. I don't want him to feel indebted though. That's the issue, right? I don't want him to feel like he has to. I don't want him to feel indebted to it. This is so hard. There's a place at my forge if you want it. Alright. Caswin nods mechanically, still processing. Then his reality sinks in, he stands straighter. A flush of color returns to his sallow cheeks. Whatever skills I have are yours. I'll see you tomorrow. With a newfound purpose, he tucks a skidding knife into his waistband and goes to wash himself clean of the tannery stench. It'll take weeks to get the smell out of your clothes. So funny. As you prepare to open the shop for the day, there's a knock on your door. Caswin stands before you, a broad smile on his face. Hello, Smith. I'm here for the assistant job if you still want me. No need to be so nervous. He laughs self-consciously, rubbing the back of his head. Sorry. He steps into your forge, looking around with an appraising gaze. Like what you see? Reminds me of home. He brushes his fingertips over your rack of tools, lingering for a moment on each. Been a while since I've set foot in a forge. Welcome to the shop. Thank you again. You won't regret this. He grabs a broom and begins sweeping away yesterday's ashes. And before I forget, if you want to buy leathers, don't go to the tanner. You'll get better prices if you go to the huntress. Her rates are cheaper, and I can tan the hides she sells. You can usually find her drinking at the den in the evenings. That does sound worthwhile. I'll pay her a visit. A broad smile crosses Caswin's face as he sweeps. He turns away quickly to hide it. Oh! Finneck? Oh no! No! Did they take the real sword? Oh, he looks older somehow. There's an ugly bruise yellowing on his cheekbone. It worked! Yes! They believed it was the real blade. They barely looked at it, snatched it from my hands, and disappeared into the night. I don't know who they were, don't know what they wanted with a war relic, but they're gone now, and Father still has his sword. The tension in his shoulders eases just slightly. Bruise on your face, what happened? One of them hit me when I handed over the sword, so it was a reminder to keep my mouth shut. I've had worse. What about your father? Does he know what you did? No. I told him they heard his name and thought better of it, that even old lions have teeth. Faint smile crosses the boy's face, bittersweet. He believed it. You should have heard him gloating. For a moment, it was like the old him was back in all his power and confidence. Well, I'm glad it worked out. Me too. I don't know how much time Father has left, but at least he'll spend it with his sword on the wall and his pride intact. Thank you, Smith, for everything.
Deploying flashbang.
Ah! Why? I didn't do anything to deserve that one. Come on, Zach. You guys are just sick in the head and love torturing me is all it is. Aw. Look at that. I got 2 little friends now. Yay! Clodo's looking much healthier after being fed and bathed. His coat is shining and glossy, and the bug patches are being replenished with new growth of fur. We have to feed him, of course. And we have to pet him, of course. Caswin is usually a flurry of activity: sweeping, shoveling charcoal, pumping bellows. Also, you catch him in a moment's respite. Thanks again for pulling me out of the tannery. He's actually really cute, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna, if I'm able to get back into drawing, I kind of want to draw him. It's the art in this game and the character design is really good. The portraits actually remind me a little bit of Disco Elysium. Like, they're more muted in color, but it has that same kind of spirit to it, I feel. I'm so smart. I also forgot I ordered some pasta from the restaurant that I can eat tomorrow too. You are so smart. Look at you, Zhao. Smartest birthday girl in the whole wide world. I'd like to ask you some personal questions. Well, if you must. How did you get so deep in debt to the Houndsburg League anyways? My brother Alim was crippled in the discordant war. A chorister sung him into service on a crusade and he was force-marched for days. No food, no sleep. The choristers didn't understand human needs, you know? He wasn't wearing the right kinds of shoes. His feet were shredded from the endless miles and they got infected. When he couldn't walk anymore, the crusade just marched on, left him by the road to die. The song trance had finally worn off by the time I found him and he was begging for death. That's horrible. War changes people. Makes men into monsters or martyrs. There's rarely anything in between. In any case, Alim never walked again. In Aaron Keep, we found a healer who claimed she could restore the use of his legs. Expensive, but what choice did I have? Alim had always looked after me. It's my turn to return the favor. She wanted payment up front. A lot of coin. A lot. I should have known something was wrong. She took the money and vanished. I think it broke Alim's spirit. He died not long after. I was left with no brother, no money, and a mountain of debt. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Worse things happen to other folk. At least I'm still here. He studies his hands, permanently darkened by tannins. His eyes are haunted, his gaze pointed deep into the past. Then, with a sigh, he straightens his back and rolls his shoulders. You hear the creak and crackle of his bones. I should get back to work. Yeah, let's get back to work. I'll spare him today. All right, what we got? More crows. Let's see. See, this one's paced so well, but I'm getting involved with a gang. I'm getting involved with a criminal gang. You need so much reputation too. Like, you have to take constant jobs from them, I think. Well, I need to clear up some of this, to be honest. So, how many, what's one that I can take? A watchman walks into the workshop, oddly shamefaced, his eyes red-rimmed and bleary. Your eyes drawn to the empty scabbard at his hip. Need a replacement bladesmith. Lost mine in, well, can't remember where I lost it. To be honest, I was pretty drunk last night. If I report it missing, the quartermaster will have my hide and my pay for 3 months. Alright, so I have 4 points. You can use the rest of it to salvage this. Because we are in desperate need of steel constantly. But yeah, this day will be the last day that I do, and then I'll be ending. Like I said, today's gonna be short because we gotta spend time with the birthday girl. All right, let's get her done. God damn, everybody around here uses long as shit swords. This is kind of like a combo mini game. There you go, okay. More Sephiroth swords. Alright. It's heavy and has a lot of mass near the point. Alright. Point needs to be narrow. Everybody here also lives narrow points. What happened to my blunt swords? Cross section. Oh. Ooh, look at that. That's fancy. Okay. Yeah, this one really doesn't need to be fancy. All right, let's get him a hilt. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it does affect it a little bit. I want my swords to look nice though. That's part of the issue, is I want my swords to look nice. All right, and then a pommel. We'll just keep it simple. There we go. Then we just need some leather. It's beautiful. Quartermaster won't know the difference. You saved me months of half rations in latrine duty. No problem. They don't call it duty for nothing, my guy. I'm throwing stuff at myself. All right, end the day. Let's go talk to Lucas and see if there's any updates. I should probably do more quests, but I'm not worried about finding stuff. Perfect. Meet with Lucas at the Fallen Doe. Lucas sits outside the Fallen Doe, deep in conversation with richly dressed men. How can I help you, my friend? Have you figured out how to get shoved into the city? I tried calling in favors, but the marshal's orders were strict. No one's allowed into air and keep without a worker's permit. To be issued a worker's permit, you either need goods to trade, a valuable skill, or an aptitude for violence. None of which apply to Shavana. So what next? We're left with only one option, my friend. But first, can I trust you? He stares you deeply in the eyes, waiting for an answer. Of course. Good. I'm going to contact the Ma. She's the ringleader of a smuggling band who can get almost anything across the wall. Contraband, yes, but also people. She's a dangerous woman, but she follows the glint of gold, and I'm willing to put down a lot of coin to rescue my niece. But I can't risk meeting her alone. Can you accompany me? I'll back you up. Magnificent! I knew you had a strong heart under that smith's apron. Give me some time to arrange a meeting with her. She's not exactly easy to get a hold of, and I'll need to lean on some of my less reputable contacts. He tosses some coins onto the table, surely enough to pay his tab and then some, before strutting from the inn, whistling to himself. Let's buy food. Oink soup! Your ration token gets you a steaming bowl of oink soup, congealed pig's blood mixed with oats. Ew! A single trotter floating in the middle. Sort of fare would have turned your stomach before the sun rang. Yeah, I wonder why. I want to go in the Citadel. Oh, I got a sword drawn on me. Halt, citizen! Entry to the High Citadel is reserved for the noble houses and their guests. How do I get invited? I'm not here to provide advice, citizen. Take yourself elsewhere before I draw steel. Okay. The knight stance alarms you. Is clearly ready and willing to take your head off. Let's listen to the traveler. Before my eyes, a wraith storm, rolling clouds atop a veil of killing rain. Every peal of thunder was the shrieks of the damned. It had formed over a cemetery, of course. Phantoms were pulled from the cold earth like worms. To be caught underneath meant the death of my soul, not just my body, so I spurred my horse and fled. The surrounding orphans shudder. One glances fearfully at the sky. I made it to the ruins of Thornwick Abbey, where I sheltered from the deathly rain. Perhaps some remnant of the lost voices protected me that night. My horse was not so lucky. It dashed its own brains out against a rock. Oh god. So I found myself stranded in the waste, alone and on foot. My survival was a miracle, but that's a story for another time. Let's talk to the orphans. I've talked to the traveler before, and he's kind of an asshole. Traveler gathers his belongings and slips away. Most orphans melt back into the crowd, their hunger for stories sated, but you catch the eye of the largest, boldest one. What do you want? Do you listen to this fellow's stories every day? Abelard's got stories to tell. I've got ears to listen. No harm in it. Why were you and the other children all wearing the same uniform? The boy rolls his eyes as he's asked how night differs from day. Don't you know anything? We're orphans. The orphanage gives us these ratty clothes. We get beaten if we don't wear them. I'm bored of all these questions. Can I go now? Just a few more things. No. Okay. Ah! What? Okay, only lost 9 coin. Thank God. I was gonna be really sad. The evening air grows chill and the warmth of home beckons. Down steep and winding streets go, leaving the bustle of Citadel Square behind. That little bitch stole my money. The morning finds Casman's head and shoulders shoved awkwardly up the chimney, scrubbing furiously. That's good enough. Your sister's reply is muffled. There's still a little bit I can't reach. Song, Zen, what the? He pulls himself free of the chimney. A gush of soot floods the forge, making you both cough and splutter. Clodo sneezes and runs in excited circles, the soot blackening his fur. Bathing him later will be an ordeal. When it clears, you see Casman's eyes wide and white in his soot-covered face. He's clutching something in his hand. What? What's the matter? I found something up there. Oh, he shows you what he found. An ugly iron box, crudely made, welded shut around the lid. It's blackened by soot. It's behind a loose brick. Someone had a secret. Must have been old Thesson Felber or maybe his wife. I wonder what he was hiding. It takes a half hour of hammering to get the iron box open. When it finally cracks open, a blackened journal drops out with a thump. Examine the book. As you flip through, it becomes clear that this is Thesson Felber's diary. Read through methodically. He was a practical man. Most of the days are merely lists of transactions. He seems to have used this as both a ledger and journal. Occasionally he'll make note of the weather or an argument with his wife. At some point, he starts making a note of a difficult commission. He refuses to write down the name of the client or go into detail on the requirements other than it is a sort of great complexity. His struggles with this commission take up more than a page space with every passing week. Towards the end of the diary, Thesson starts writing about his marital troubles. Apparently he and his wife Alice had been struggling to conceive for many years. In desperation, Thesson went to the orphanage looking to adopt. He immediately took a shine to a boy named Merrill, but by the time he came back, Merrill had vanished and the matrons were evasive about what happened to him. The last pages of the diary descend into frantic scribbling as a furious Thesson becomes obsessed with finding out what happened to Merrill. His blacksmithing falls by the wayside. His progress on his great project stops completely. His final entry is written in barely legible script. Corruption at the highest level, he writes. I held him. He told me about his nightmares. He trusted me. Now he's gone. I will find him. I will know the truth. What does it say? Before he vanished, Thesson was investigating the disappearance of an orphan named Merrill. Apparently orphans sometimes just go missing from the orphanage. This is giving me a thought about what's going on. Perhaps he found what he was looking for and it didn't go well for him. Why would Thesson hide his diary in a sealed box? To me, it seems like he was trying to ensure only a fellow blacksmith would find it. I'm not so sure who he was trying to hide it from. Do you think Thesson found out who was taking the orphans? Sounds like he discovered something dangerous. Hey, Agent Garfield, orphan cannon, yeah. I'll look into this later. For now, let's get to work. Be careful. You don't want to share Thesson's fate. Children are going missing in Aaron Keep, but why? Okay, my theory is that it probably has something to do with it. You guys saw a passing mention of it, but there's like a force field kind of outside the city that's held up by like a mysterious masked king. If I had to guess, there's probably child sacrifice going on to like maintain the magic or something like that. That's my best bet. Yes, I will go to the chatting screen here because it is about time for me to wrap up. I know today I said it was going to be a little bit shorter, so let's go over here real quick. Yeah. Yes, let me save my game. Evil schemes, yes. But yes, again, apologies for such a short stream. I don't like to stream for like short periods of time, but I've had to like cancel streams over the last like 2 weeks because of various reasons, and I didn't want to cancel the stream again. So I figured a short stream is better than nothing. But let's take a look and see who is streaming right now so we can raid. Tomorrow we'll be web fishing with chat. So if any of you would like to join in, make sure you get the game ahead of time. I will have the code posted at the beginning of stream and I'll have it up. Depending on, you know, how many people may or may not want to join and are able to get in. Again, I don't know how full it's going to get, if it will at all. That thing is always kind of a toss in the air. I may like put people on timers. I hope that it doesn't come to that, but you never really know. But yes, looks like Aki just started. Aki usually takes a minute to hop in. It looks like she'll be playing Katamari. So please enjoy some Katamari with Miss Aki. I will definitely be watching it in the background here. But yes. I hope that you all have actually, hang on. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, let me get this going here. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Be good, don't get into any trouble, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some web fishing. Have a good night. Bye bye.